could probably have a recap though,
Yeah.
even if we all remember. Just make it easy.
You know, I'll,
Recapping battle is always such a nice task. Go ahead, Halldamir. What don't you?
yeah, I'll do a quick recap. So, Bree and Kevin came back from their expedition to the camp, finding out a lot of awesome stuff. Bree somehow managing to get some of the mercenaries to leave after attacking a lot of the other camps. Kevin also did some running away, which was apparently interesting in the camp. Then we found some information on the mercenaries, and that the Blackfire was like, yeah, we're gonna totally let you take slaves, Mr. Master of Slaves and many of the mercenary companies guy. So we were like, huh, I bet Lord Caswell doesn't like that. So we went up to his keep and was like, hey, yeah, you might want to know about this. And he was like, yeah, alright, I'll take control again. And then whip this place into shape a slight bit more. And then the first wave happened. We held these towers, which was wonderful. There was some impaling and some pikes being broken, and many people dying by arrows. Then the second wave approached after they got very confused that we broke the first wave. And this time they brought war elephants and pyromancers that after a couple of rounds decided that they aren't going to deal with that shit and left with everyone else. Bree and Mansa Lager jumped on top of some war elephants and punched them many times. And it was beautiful. Alaric and Varen charged a elephant and decided that it was a terrible idea after being trampled. And then we were like, alright, we're going to sleep now that they're bombarding us with explosives or just burning stuff from their siege equipment. So we're going to camp out on the bridge so we don't get sneak attacked. And then the Blood Raven showed up and was like, hey, yeah, you're going to lose this place, and even if you don't leave now, then we're going to be like, we're going to fuck it up somehow. It's going to fall, alright? I'm going to make it fall. And we were like, but why? And he was like, I want you guys to come with me, because honestly I didn't think you weren't going to survive, well, those 2 waves of death that descended upon this place. So, yeah, I want you guys to help me kill Blackfire. And we were like, you know, maybe. And there was some convincing, and eventually we were all like, sure, alright. Alaric convinced Ashra to take everyone and get the fuck out of Dodge, and let the fireball burn this place to the ground before walking in and realizing that he just bombarded an empty castle. And that was it. Generally.
No. And so we go to, well, each of your characters really doing things here. The day before, you were told to meet Bloodraven outside, maybe reassuring one another that it wasn't a dream, or at least if it was, you certainly all shared it, which, you know, might make it believable enough anyway. Yeah. It is a big question to go with him and go north, to go to where the big battles are really happening, to break your word to Lord Tyrell and abandon this place. Or you could, of course, stay, but, well, seems like Ashra is somewhat determined to leave at this point, after Alaric spoke to him. How do your characters feel about the options before them? Why don't you start with you, Dark?
I was expecting this. Sure. Well, Ren initially was feeling that doing this, it's a great idea. It's the heroics, the amount of fame, the glory, How much influence would you get for doing this? And then things started creeping into his mind. Thoughts that have made him less sure and less wanting the option to go with the Blood Raven, actually. As things have been to creep in, the fact that, well, for one, half the realm is supporting him. Is that really the kind of guy you want to be opposing? Because even if I win, am I really going to be on the top? And moreover than that, Ren was thinking about it all. He's already achieved the first of the titles he wanted, becoming a knight. Does he really want to jeopardize the oath he made now? That might just spoil what he's already trying to get. He doesn't admittedly want to stay either. Staying sounds like a death sentence, but that does not seem like a likely option. Looking to Ashra. His enthusiasm for this entire thing going downhill rather quickly right now.
All right. But what does he think he wants to do? Like, personally, where's he going?
After his thoughts and considerations, probably with Ashra. Out of here.
All right. What about Bree, Grimmeth? How does she feel about this whole thing?
A night of poor sleep and wine has led Bree into being resentful. Here we go. This fucking like sorcerer person pops into her life again. The same sorcerer who's probably responsible for, honestly, she's not sure what. She doesn't really want to think about it that much. But Bloodraven has the audacity to say that this is a failure. Join me instead. Well, Bree's willing to agree with part of that. Like, she can only do so much to save Bitterbridge. And if they're going to literally, like, burn the place, including the bridge, she can't go out there again and stop everything. Like, that's up to someone else. That's someone more important than her, right? Like Alaric. He needs to be the one who somehow butchers all the siege weaponry. To Bree's mind, she has done the best she possibly could here, from the work that she did in the camp in the days beforehand to jumping on an elephant and attacking it with her hands. She feels as if she's fulfilled her obligation, whatever obligation that could be contrived, and she has a deeper desire in mind. She wants to head south to aid her family, to answer the call of a lord that is more valuable in times of war than Lord Tyrell, and that is the Lord of the Marshes. She wants to fight vultures. And this is the perfect opportunity, the excuse for her to travel south. And she doesn't need anyone's approval or askance for this, because she is an adult who is able to make decisions. And the Lord of the Marshes is called. That said, she would ask Alaric before leaving to go with her.
How would Alaric feel about this and Bree approaching him like this? How is the situation before she asks him, and how does it perhaps change for him when she does?
Beforehand, he's been rethinking his thoughts on going with the Blood Raven, and thinking it's just stupid. Even if it's successful, which is hugely impossible to his thinking. He doesn't even know the guy, and he is a deserter and everything. So he wants to leave with Ashra, and has also thought about going back down to Nightsong, to the Prince's Pass, to defend against the vultures. After all, that is his position, and he does take it seriously. But he'd probably do it in the correct manner of asking, in a sense, permission to leave, but more of a I'm leaving to the Longthorn. generally getting out of this shithole and going south to another shithole. And after Bree comes to him with this, he would say that I totally agree. Going with the Blood Raven is a stupid idea, and we should literally run for the hills and kill some vultures with it.
What would possibly be the fortunes we could gain if at the end of the Civil War our house is destroyed because we did not do anything?
Yeah.
Like, what fame would be irrelevant if in the process we lost our house?
Exactly. And that's something Alaric doesn't want. And he definitely wants to defend his home that he has defended in the past and has grew up in. So... And, you know, the marches are a strong iron underbelly of the Reach, and without it, Highgarden gets chewed up.
I know. And Bree does get the concept of, you know, like us walking away from this place. You know, like, she's smart enough at this point that some people are going to view that poorly. That said, from what she also understands, in times of war, the Lord of the Marshes is actually more powerful towards us than Lord Tyrell. Like, he's higher up in the food chain. And B, if Firebolt literally destroys the bridge, we can't do anything. Like, I can't hold a bridge that's broken.
Yeah.
I think the gods can understand that one.
Oh, yeah. Even the Longthorn has to understand, if the fireball literally sets fire to the place, we can't defend it. It's literally on fire. So, you know, he would understand, and if not, he's not the man Alaric thought he was.
You know, he did throw our house under the bus before.
Exactly, yeah, but, you know, there was political things, and you could understand it. But in this case, it would be like, what the fuck? Really? Fuck you. And the really expensive pony you rode in on. Yeah.
Really beautiful.
How does Kieran feel about this? Seeing the others getting cold feet.
Kieran is very torn. He does firmly believe that this war has to come to an end, and what Bloodraven told him did ring very true to him. He think that Bloodraven presented an excellent argument to go north, because, you know, this war has to end. Not only is the marshes in danger, like everyone is in danger. People are dying by the thousands every day at this point, like tens of thousands even, and it all hinges on one man, and that is the Blackfire. If he dies, the rebellion has no one to push the claim and will fall apart. Killing him would stop the invasion of the marshes, would stop the sacking of King's Landing, would stop so much would end if he just died. And that is something that rings very it rings something very personal and very deep within Kieran, because, you know, he is deep down actually a man of peace. He does not like fighting at all. He is good at it, but that is just because of necessity. He is. If this could be stopped quickly, instead of dragging on for years, then that is what is the right thing to do. Damn the oaths. There is the laws of men, and then there's the laws of the gods in this case, and he would go with the higher purpose, the greater good in this regard. Maybe he will lose his sponsor. Maybe he will be an outcast, but at least he stopped 100,000 people from dying in a protracted war. As such, he has determined to go north with Bloodraven.
How does he feel about his brother's choice?
He would probably talk to Ren at some point during the night. Basically sidling up to him next on the bridge here, looking at it somewhat sourly, and then turn over to his brother, and he would basically say, like, so much blood hatred for this bridge, huh?
A bit much, don't you think?
Nods. I sort of fidgeting with something on his clothes. He says, I think I'm heading north. Looks over.
Ren just takes a moment, a frown forming upon his face. A very tired expression. He wanted more sleep. He's not going to get any more. I see. You sure about this?
He nods somewhat shakily and he says, Bloodraven is right. Look out there. He sort of makes a motion southward. There are still thousands and thousands of troops. We have 100 people here. We can't.
No.
We can't hold. And he sighs. I do feel the plight of the people in the south. I really, really do. I want to help the marshes, but this needs to stop, Ren. If we can kill the Blackfire, the whole invasion of the marshes will stop. They will have no official support anymore. It has to.
Do you remember what the Bloodraven said? You're not just killing him, but also his kids.
He sort of shrugs.
There must be no claim for this war to end.
I can only do my part. I'll kill those on the battlefield. That's what I will consent on doing. I'm not going to kill children.
As long as one of the Blackfires remain, this war will not end.
The king slept with everything, Ren. There are so many bastards. I don't think we can kill them all. Hell, half the kingdom might be a bastard of him. Grunts, looking out quite sourly over the waters.
Ren just kind of looks out as well. Perhaps. Though I doubt. Though. I'm not going to stop you, but.
He sort of.
I don't know how much we could actually pull off here.
He puts his palms on the bridge and looking out over the waters again, and he says, "If you really wish it, if you really vehemently opposes my thoughts here, I will come south with you, brother. I will do that. But I do feel in my heart that this is the right thing to do, to go north. Maybe if you go south, maybe you can help our friends. Maybe you can help House Caladan battle. Maybe you can stake our claim, earn half the glory, or something." He sort of smiles. "And if I die up there, well, say that I got killed in the siege here or something."
I said I'm not going to stop you going. I'd want you to come with me, but if it's what you believe in, I'm not going to stop you.
Nods slowly. I really want to go south, but I... Sighs.
Kind of moves over a bit and just puts an arm across you.
Yeah. Kevin shivers a little bit, perhaps of nervousness, perhaps he's afraid, and says that Bloodraven scares the living daylights out of me. He is frightening. But his logic is sound. I can't shake it.
Just remember, it will be dangerous.
Yes. Yes. And it will be dangerous going south as well. We've been in the mountains before. You saw what Alaric and Varen did in the mountains.
Hey, if one of us doesn't go south, we just can see them tumbling down again.
He smiles. Yeah, I suppose so. Although that seems to be Varen's fighting style these days. Maybe we can sort of slide him on his back down a cliff.
Ren also chuckles. Just kind of looking out again. Perhaps, but... Hey, if you make it back down here, I'll share some of the gold with you.
He smiles. if I make it back here, if we succeed, I might have some gold on my own on my way back.
Just, Rami, remember, you're only one person. You can't take the entire world on you.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Just kind of pat you on the shoulder a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Kim will, drag Ren in for a hug,
Sure.
pat him on the back, and then he'll head off, start getting ready to head out to meet Bloodraven.
You know,
What about Varen?
if I can say one last line, Manico.
All right, sure.
Oh, and Kevin,
Yes.
if you succeed at this, you'll definitely be going further than they thought.
Kevin laughs. Indeed. He's mumbles back to Varen, further than you think, brother.
Fucking Halldamir.
If you could see me right now, I'm just doing the slow head shake of you fucker.
I cringed there, like with like a
I
rueful
did.
smile appearing on my face. Like,
That was great. It was
"Ah."
perfect.
Oh, God
Perfect.
damn it.
Okay, I'm done.
And scene.
Yes.
So Cinders.
Yes, I won't be able to top that shit. Anyway, Varen is also a bit torn on what to do here in this situation. He doesn't know that much about Bloodraven, but from what he has heard, it doesn't seem like a trustworthy fellow, to say the least. So going with him is not really a possibility even for Varen. It would be betraying both the king and the Longthorn by doing so, and he would most likely end up at the wall, at least he thinks so. Also about leaving and staying. He has given his words several times that he will not leave this bridge, but the Bloodraven might also be lying about the current situation with the Longthorn, about how long he will take to get here, and that the aim of the fireball is actually to destroy the bridge. He will certainly burn the fields and houses on the other side, but the bridge itself is the important objective here. On the other hand, he does not want to be captured and forced into slavery once again. That is probably his greatest fear at the moment. So he might be telling himself that he's being commanded to leave this place because Alaric is leaving, and he has a certain loyalty to the Caladans, for sure. And if Alaric leaves, then Varen will probably leave as well.
Words are wind, as they say.
Yes, he does not like to go back on his word. Which is probably why he tells himself that he's being commanded to leave.
We'll blame Alaric for it.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the man
I'm
making
just-
me an oath breaker.
Yeah, like look at how like unimportant I am. Like, how could I possibly stand against if Alaric's killing? Like, I can't. Okay. I'm just a bastard. I can't kill you.
All right. So it seems that Alaric is going to go to back to Highgarden. Bree intends to go immediately to Respite. Yes, she doesn't answer to nobody.
Well, not to Respite, because the fighting is not like there at Respite. Like, it
Right.
would be like heading for like where
That's
we
all.
initially received the summons. Yes.
Yeah. Which of these two? I mean, sounds like Varen will follow Alaric then to put his blame on him.
Wait, why
Yes.
isn't... Did I miss something? Why isn't Alaric going back home? Why is he
He
going
wishes
to
to go to inform Lord Tyrell first.
Not gonna just go, I'm out, see ya. he's gonna go. Yeah, I'm out.
Ah, send a raven.
Me lord, fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, Lord, by the way, I lost the bridge. I'm going fucking home. Fuck you.
I'm the Lord Commander of the Marshes. I don't need to be here. I need to be home. Sorry.
Bree would merely mention as a side note that he could probably like send maybe like a raven or
Yeah.
like he could probably figure out like after the war.
As a
Ashra's probably gonna send a message to him.
Yeah.
As a secondary thing, it's more like I can at least check out the troops that I'm dragging down there. I could drag down at the same time, I could show up and be like, all those levies that you're like getting for us? Yeah, I want those now, please. Can you,
Also, the bridge is lost. Sorry.
and the bridge is lost. Sorry,
They're gathering in Old Town, the southern levies.
That's a bit
Currently
too
under
far.
High Tower command.
Yeah.
For some reason, has a very interest in going to save the House of Respite.
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Odd,
But,
really.
Yeah,
Motivation.
I don't really know.
Well, if they're gathering in Old Town, then I might as well just be like, yo, I'm out. But, if I can get away with just leaving, going to...
I mean,
Night
sending a
Sun.
raven is
Just
probably
yeah.
enough, honestly.
Yeah. I could
Or
probably do that.
as I noted, Ashra probably got that message like lying under wraps. Like, hey,
Yeah.
so
It's better if Ashra delivers it anyway.
Probably, yeah.
he's a Tyrell,
Yeah. He's not gonna be...
That can't be taken away.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, fuck it.
But-
Yeah, we'll go to Night Song and let Ashra explain to Leo. Unless he wants to come, and then we can explain via letter. By the way... yeah, we'll go to Night Song.
Venom would like to have a conversation with the Westerlander though before he leaves, and maybe have
He
that
can
too,
fucking come with
Which
if
one?
he really wants.
depending.
oh, have the duel. All
Which
right,
one?
yeah,
Maybe,
it'll be awesome.
maybe. We'll see.
Please
Yeah.
don't get fucking
Eric,
killed.
Eric Presta is the man you're looking for.
Yes, exactly.
All right. The Westerlanders generally, they're if you guys are leaving, they're not fucking staying.
Yeah.
Though they have been talking about staying and then like surrendering to the invading army so that they can be brought back to their like family further up north.
Yeah, Venom will basically say like it's out of my hand. They all decided to leave, and I'm going with them.
Well, I suppose you've come to have a battle then.
If we must have it, then yes. Or you could come with us, and we can have it at some other time.
I think I have run around here for long enough. We were ordered to pay our debt back by holding this place, and now that you're abandoning it, well, I see little reason. I think I have lived up to my honor.
That you have. I will not deny you the duel that you want. It's been long enough.
Shucks, it'll be... Well, at best we'll be even. It's just, unless one of us, of course, doesn't make it out of it.
I won't kill you.
Well, you'll try not to.
Better not.
If we encounter one another again after this place falls, we'll be on different sides. Perhaps it is fitting to have that be our deciding match.
Indeed so. If that day should ever come.
So, very well then. It would be better, I think, to have it in the castle courtyard. She looks to the wall. We don't know how long these walls are going to stand.
Yeah, I agree.
The men don't seem to like the idea of all of us leaving, after all.
Now I imagine they won't.
All right, well,
Right, then.
if he's ready, then Sir Prester here is ready too.
Would Varen's injuries have been treated before this?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
Prester has one too, but it's been a day, so you can probably get rid of him. Honestly, you can make the roll if you want, but I'll be okay with just saying that.
Okay. I'll probably succeed.
Probably.
Important
It
ones.
is my burden. It's
Another thing that Alaric will learn is that Eden Riceley is not leaving.
Oh.
He's going to hold this bridge, and if it has to break under him, then so be it. He will not dishonor himself.
He did swear that. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Nope. Alaric's not surprised either. And, you know.
Lagood doesn't
accept.
like the idea of leaving him either.
Yeah.
The old fool's gonna get himself killed. If anyone's gonna have a chance to bring him back home when he's satisfied, it'll be him. Dorian doesn't volunteer to stay, that's for certain. Ashra doesn't either, though he seems to be very mournful that some of his companions do. Regardless, we'll have our little fight up here, because all of you can get to see it. As this confuses the fuck out of all the defending soldiers, that's for certain.
They're just looking at, why are you fighting each other?
This doesn't make any sense.
And why are the other knights allowing this? What?
Why are we leave? Well, I mean, we wanted to leave, but
We wanna
now
leave,
why are
but-
we leaving? Like, did you just
Yeah.
see like the crazy awesome things you did? Like, why are we going now?
Yeah.
All right, I suppose we'll start with our agility checks then.
Yay.
You know, he's not amazing at it either.
No.
It's this sort of slightly embarrassing thing when knights do this. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's pretty fair.
Ah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
one more
good.
die than me.
That's what happens when you don't have a flaw in agility.
Yeah.
Yep.
His armor is also not as heavy.
He's breaking Dean.
Perhaps that will be his downfall.
Perhaps.
Yeah, but he
He's
who
gonna
acts
break
first,
your
Goker,
tower shield.
Yeah. You acts first can get stuff done.
Can get stuff.
Riveting.
Just
I wonder how he manages
my
that.
combat cheat sheet.
Of course, both of you impaled by pikes like less than 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. It was mostly stuck in the armor after all.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, fighting next to each other and now against each other.
It's a weird world.
With the others watching. I don't know if you guys characters are watching, but
Yeah.
I
I think
mean,
at this point it's like a demand. Like
This
Bree's
is-
like staring at like Alaric like literally this is unimportant. He's a
Yeah.
bastard. Why are we watching this?
Alaric's like
Well,
waiting
listen,
in the sense of, come on, I want to fucking leave. Come on.
let's see here. To
Jesus
get to
Christ.
you, he will have to charge. So he will.
Well, that's literally what it was. It's like you had to fucking wait for this duel until
Yeah.
right before we were about to leave.
Stop your fucking
I
pissing
mean-
match and let's leave, God damn it.
It's like the car's running
We have it-
outside.
We have it just before we decided that we're gonna leave. Like,
So he will
Actually-
take a penalty die, but get +2 to his base damage for charging you.
Well, there goes your shield. Or part of
all
it.
sixes there.
That is 4 degrees of
Yes.
success, which would then be 32 damage. And of course, let's see here, because he might actually rather just want to stagger you. And I believe I have the weapon
3 degrees or more.
description here
Right.
to do that.
See here, let me copy that from staggering. He'd have to sacrifice one of his degrees.
Yeah, he will do that because he thinks that 3 degrees is enough, really, for 9 damage. 27 damage then, and he shatters your shield by 2 points,
Yeah.
and would stagger you to make you unable to take a a greater action on your turn.
Yes. Fuck what I do.
As he basically just like charges ahead with like a, you know,
So one injury is
the
5
words of
damage.
tireless as he just smashes into your shield and then says it again, tireless, as he knocks at your helmet,
Yep.
twisting it slightly, like making you slightly staggered.
Yeah. One injury is like 5 points of damage, right?
One injury is 5 damage for you.
Endurance.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
I'll
that's your endurance.
take 2 injuries then.
All right.
Then I'll be at 9.
All right.
Hmm.
Somewhat satisfied with that opening.
Svernden is not in optimal range, so he will take a step back. God damn it. And then he will swing. Normal attack.
You cannot take a step back and attack. Oh, I suppose you
No,
can.
you
take
can.
two
Two
lesser
resurrections.
actions.
Two
Okay.
resurrections.
All right. All right. All right.
Nothing complex. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I don't know. This sounds pretty complex for the clumsy.
Stumbling back and just swinging
The
out.
clumsy triggers, you fall on your ass. Oh wait, no, you can fight like that.
Turns out.
Yeah.
That's a terrible roll.
All right, that is 2 degrees.
Right, 20 damage.
20 damage. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. He's got it.
Yeah.
And now you've stepped out of his optimum range, so he'll have to
Yep.
move up slightly.
They just dance around the entire courtyard.
Well, it's more like Varen trying to step back to get like a good swing with the greatsword as he, the maul's held
Poleaxe.
like Warhammer.
Poleaxe.
Yeah, poleaxe. While this guy's just moving up with the maul, which is more of a close range weapon, really. Use both hand of it and just swing it down upon him as he tries to now break the shield. Perhaps for the final time this year. He will not have his penalty die.
Ah, god damn it.
That would be
My
just 4
lowered
degrees.
competence.
Yeah. Well, he will sacrifice a degree again to
Yep.
to keep
So,
you staggered.
same thing then. I will take 2 more injuries.
Right.
Why won't you let me knock you down? No.
As he keeps pushing on.
Yeah.
More
My health
injuries
is
and then
not
6
Not
damage.
good. Ah,
Watch his next sum will be like a 21, so that it's still 4 degrees.
yeah, it's probably gonna be that. Oh,
Spirit gets to.
I'll
again.
roll my thing later. Let's put back a bit. I think that's enough, right? Yeah, it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then attack. Get it. That's a bit better.
That is 3 degrees.
30 damage then.
3 point damage. Alright. Well, he will take. Reduce that. Okay, and he will need 3 injuries. Get rid of that.